Hey everyone, JagTagger93 here with another Doom mod review. This one is called Man on the Moon by YugiBoy85. Now, YugiBoy I'm a huge fan of. He's made a lot of great content for Doom, and this one is no exception. This one is a very solid WOD. My only complaints really the length and the difficulty in some spots, but overall it's very nicely made. I love the bells and whistles in it. I love the altered sprites for some of the enemies. The boss was really something else as well. The environment is very nicely well done as well. It looks like a huge space environment, all like you're on a moon base actually. Great non-linear gameplay, and it's non-linear gameplay done well. There's enemies distributed throughout the base, and a lot of times you are running and gunning and you have to make a decision. Do you want to clear this area before advancing on to the next area? More often than not, that's the right choice, but sometimes you get pinned and you have no other real choice but to sprint and hope you run into something good. Sometimes I would sprint and find a very helpful pickup, and that would help me even the odds, or I would sprint and come face to face with like a cyber demon. So definitely a fun map. It's going to take some practice, but it's one of those maps that if you take time to learn it, you'll really enjoy it. And again, it's one of those non-linear maps that even though it's non-linear and you can go in multiple different ways, there's definitely a few routes you want to take over other routes, and some paths that'll lead you to be better supplied for what comes later. My initial playthrough, I had a hard time with this one because I didn't find the plasma rifle until much later, and that would have made some of the encounters a lot easier if I got that earlier. Now, there's a lot of secrets, but the secrets are very clever. I really enjoy them. This one will take some thinking, but it's definitely worth it to find the secrets, especially if you're still learning the map. Take the time to explore, find the secrets, learn them, and it'll make the rest of the map a little more doable. There's some great ambushes and traps in this map as well. My favorite being the one right before the green key card with the sudden drop. That one made me jump, and there's a few other spots too that are pretty nicely well done. Now, like I said, I feel this map is a bit long. There's a lot of keys to find. I feel like if this map was cut by a third, it would probably help it along with regards to its pace. There were times, especially later on in the map, when I had all the keys, where I wasn't really sure where to go. I'd be wandering, and then I just stumble into an ambush area. So that was kind of annoying. The last fight too is a bit much, I think. Now again, the author said it's a bit hard but manageable. I don't know. That last fight is pretty nail-bitingly difficult, especially on ultraviolence. Very tough when you have a environment with a lot of enemies in it, and then you got archviles in there as well. I'm totally capable of dodging enemies, dodging the pinkies, dodging the fireballs, and even the hit scan guys moving around their fire and returning fire and dispatching them quickly. But when I have to do all that while looking for those telltale flames that rise up underneath you from the archviles, that's a bit much. The boss though was definitely worth it. So definitely give this one a look. It's very interesting. Like I said, it has a lot of really nice bells and whistles. I like the sprite replacements. The alternate sound effects are really nicely well done. And the architecture is pretty good too. It's more to suit gameplay than aesthetics. Well, okay, aesthetically it's pleasing. What I mean is it's more to suit gameplay than realism. You know, there's not really a lot there to really immerse you and make this environment feel quite lived in. But there's a lot there to facilitate some really engaging and interesting gameplay. I also like how the author used teleporting enemies, not a lot, but just enough, and also used secrets and special items in places that would tease you and invite that exploration. So overall, really well done. I'm going to give this one a 8 out of 10. I would probably rank it higher if it wasn't for the... yeah, I'm sorry, but that last fight is really tough. Maybe it's just me, but 8 out of 10, and I'll throw in 2.5 moons. So overall, Moonbase gets an 85% for me. A very good map. Definitely worth your time. Definitely worth learning, and you're going to have some fun with this one. Alright? And that is it. Thank you all for watching. This is JagTagger93 signing out. Y'all have a good one.